Tonight, on a very special episode of the Aussie Boy Hunts podcast. Well, I'm in a jovial mood, having a few beers. Tonight's topic, Aussie folklore. What is it? What do we know about it? What are the stories I can tell you?
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, Witch Doctor Steve has shown me a few. And then there's my great friend Gil Villafusion, who's been giving me a bit of a lesson in Aussie folklore. And tonight we're going to get to the bottom of it. Who are some of these entities that have existed traditionally in Australia? We'll talk about a few of them tonight on the Aussie Boy Hunts podcast. So this time make sure that you cut it off. You cut it off, didn't you? Not yet. Well, I don't think it's going to be a brief show because we've all heard of Bigfoot. And in Australia we got one too. We also do have Bigfoot, he's been seen. But the main one we have is Snake Man Jack, or the nomadic entity that we know him as, which is Snake Man Jack. He's often been spotted wearing a burlap sack to obscure his face. He's a bit rotund, and he has been known to abduct a chicken or two. Now, the interesting point is as to the conversion from man to snake. That is the question that science has not answered. Now, my friend Witch Doctor Steve runs a bit of a Snake Man Jack tour. And I don't know if we can find him or not, but I guess he's kind of given up today. Because I believe that I have in my studio the great Snake Man Jack. Welcome. Yes. You've been around a while, mate. Yes. How long have you been doing this? Since the 80s. Since the 80s, he's been at it. And what's your favourite thing to do?
Now I like to abduct wallabies.
He's abducting wallabies, which, we also run hunting as well. So it's a problem. And what's the reward on your head right now, mate?
I don't know, but I should be stopped.
He should be stopped. So he's, me just, okay, I had my gun right here. I had my gun right here in my hand. He's gone. He literally seemed to have vanished. Anyway, let's pause for a commercial. Well, Aussie Boy started his own hunting company in cooperation with Witch Doctor Steve. It's wallaby season. It's not zebra season, so we'll not be hunting any zebras for now. We'll call for some specials. It's a relaxed environment. I've got a lot of guns. I'll let you use them. You got to look at the website for the prices. It's again AussieBoyHunts.com. And we hope to see you soon. And Snake Man Jack's on the loose. We're going to find him sometime. Well, that was he, but the point is it's not very expensive right now. Running a special. Day of hunting, it's only $300. I can't be there the whole day, but I'll be there a lot of the time. Okay, so now we're on to the next famous Aussie folklore creature. You could almost say a creature. Snake Man Jack's been killing dogs. He's killed a couple of the dogs out there on the ranch. Just to say, he's a menace. But the most famous and non-threatening entity of Australian folklore is the great Toadman McCruthers, and a lot of kids love him. He's got the visage of an aquafish, or perhaps a frog, and he has the soul of an Aussie. So you can find him in the pub quite a bit, and he's very fond of drinking a can or two of Foster's, which the cans here are very big. They're twice the size of a normal beer in America. And he often can be found about the lake. Sitting on a chair, wearing his little, fanciful suits. And you know what else? He's a noted poet of the notebooks that I frequently find at the Cross-Eyed Wallabies pub. Let's pause for another commercial. Hi, it's the Aussie Boy. I'm speaking tonight on behalf of the great Cross-Eyed Wallabies pub. At Cross-Eyed Wallabies, we treat you like family. And we've been here for over 20 years, in the heart of Melbourne. It's over on Crossfisher Street. one of my favourite hangouts besides Kangaroo Jack's. And we hope you'll join us there for a beer. Doing an open mic set there in September. Cheers from the Cross-Eyed Wallabies Pub. Live by him. They're paying those bills, and it is a great place. Cross-Eyed Wallabies, I'm often there. In fact, I got a koozie here from Cross-Eyed Wallabies. It's a big one, because it's got to fit the Foster's can. So back to Toadman McCruthers. I told you, he's a noted poet. And I found many of his notebooks over at this pub. So, here's an entry from one such journal. And it's actually a letter expressly to me, because I love communicating with him and leaving him my own notes from the Aussie boy. Do you understand? I mean, wake up. Do you understand what I said? Well, there it comes. Here's the note. Are you ready to hear it? Okay. Begins. It's a pretty brief note, but it begins. Dear Aussie boy, this is Toadman McCruthers. I certainly do exist and am not a figment of your imagination. Today I'm off to play a round of tennis. All my best, Toadman McCruthers. Now, he has been spotted over at the popular tennis sport here in town, and we think he's real. And when you see his face like an aquafish, you can hardly say it's not Toadman. Now, I haven't seen him personally recently, but he's been leaving his notebooks, and it's been an interesting correspondence. That's all I have to say for now. Ahoy, buddies. Here's your friend, Captain Jack. We're on a special this month. Do you want to catch a kangaroo dolphin? Well, we got a bow, we got a knife, we got a lot of different ways to catch it. And a net. Sometimes the net and then the kill. The kill is fun, it's on the deck. I'm going to be manning the captain's vessel all this month from my port point of Melbourne. So give us a call. The number again, 1-800 Captain Jack's Tours. Cheers, mateys. There'll be drinks on this trip too, lots of drinks. Well, at this point I've got a lot more subscribers, so you got to make a living. Toadman is a good friend. Here's a little thing that he likes to sing. He says, Aussie boy, I am your friend, I'm Toadman, you see. Aussie boy, I am your friend, I'm Toadman, you see. And he leaves me a lot of messages like that. Lots. He's got my number. I left it for him in the men's restroom. So he does have it now. He's been calling. Weird hours. But he's left other messages like, I'm a great entity. I live on the planet. But I am part toad. And here's another note I've gotten from Toadman. Dear Aussie boy, this is Toadman McCruthers. And I tell you, he's back at it again with this, because this was a great one. I know you've been asking, Aussie boy, whether I'm alien in origin. And for now, I will only tell you that sometimes I think that I am part of a toad family. A toad family that lives deep in the outer reaches of outer space. He continues, if you would like for me to, we can desist our communication pattern, which again is very innocent. I leave a notebook under the toilet lid in the restroom. This is the agreement we have, and he returns in a week's time. I feel it's someone else that does it. I don't think it's him. And I know it's not my neighbour, because we've had the problem before, him impersonating an entity. But listen to that. Listen to that letter. It sounded good. And I did not agree to meet in the men's room. That's simply what the Toadman has said to do. And I'm not meeting him there. I'm just leaving the journals that I write. I write him a lot of notes. I have a lot of questions about Toadman. But finally he's agreed to do the show. Got an email from him tonight. Agreed to appear. So I will look forward to that next time. And I hope you'll tune in. Well, we really did a good job with this one. We're coming around the 10-minute mark. So yeah, next time, a very special interview with Toadman McCruthers. And say I can't do it, because I already did it. You know, I already did it. Who do I have on today? Snake Man Jack, yeah. And we're running a special down to Hunting Lodge, Aussie Boy Hunts, in conduit with Witch Doctor Steve and his beautiful wife, who's happy to make up some wallaby stew. And she will. So, next week, Toadman McCruthers joins us, the great Toadman McCruthers. And I don't know if we're going to be happy together or not, because his notes have been a little bit vicious towards me personally. So we'll have to see. And I just can't wait to see who walks through the door this time. So happy together. What thought it was a pretty good show, though.
I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me. Lose my mind, imagine how the world could be.
Well, that's a wrap. The Aussie Boy thanks you for listening and thanks you for your patronage. Please donate to my PayPal account.